Where you at, Naima?
Hi, I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm
All
a,
right. How old are you, Naima?
I'm 19 years old. I go to A&T. I'm a junior.
Oh, congratulations. Keep it up. What you major in, princess?
I'm a psych major.
Just like me. Okay. What we doing?
Yeah.
Graduate. What's the next step?
I'm moving to Pittsburgh. My uncle has a nonprofit there. He has like a summer camp. He also works with like 7-on-7 teams, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. I want you, when you get to Pittsburgh, I want you to get right back into grad school. I want you to apply to some PhD
Yeah,
programs,
I'm doing that too.
and I want you to check out neuropsychology. I want you to check out forensic psychology, neuropsychology, and clinical psychology. Okay. And I also want
Yes, sir.
psychologist certification as well, so you can evaluate for special ed disabilities too. All right.
Hmm.
Now, you a young sister, 19, just getting started in the dating world. What are your biggest concerns as a 19-year-old HBCU princess? What is your biggest concerns about finding a strong black man who will love you the way you need to be loved, with whom you could build a future and have children with? What are your concerns just now entering into the relationship dynamic?
So I feel like Black people as a whole, we have become so enveloped into white culture, like subconsciously, that we have adopted their sense of love. So we become materialistic, superficial, and we don't really know what we want because we don't really know ourselves. Like we don't know our spirit. We don't have any true sense of spirituality. We're just a reflection of what we see in media and white culture, and all that is like designer, cars, money, shoes. So the woman, she's looking for a man to satisfy her financial desires, and the men, they're looking for like a transactional type of relationship. Like, okay, she looks really good, all she wants is some items from me. I can give her the items, and then I can still be who I want to be on the side. And so, because we don't have no true sense of like original culture, we're just okay with being in these like transactional relationships that aren't real, because Black people are a people of love. Like, we don't need all the extra stuff, but we've been manipulated into believing that we do.
That's a powerful point. Let me ask you this. Brothers your age, HBCU brothers, are they also caught up in the whole hip hop materialism type of thing? Are the brothers extremely materialistic, or do you feel they're trying to go back to grassroots, more of a neo soul type energy? Or are the HBCU brothers on campus, are they really materialistic? Where do you see them at? Are they more on the earth centered type brothers, or the materialistic brothers? How they operating these days?
So I come from like I moved around a lot as a child, and I just come from like impoverished communities. So there's hood culture, but then when I moved to A&T, I realized that there's like a suburban type of Black culture as well, and they actually look up to the hood culture. Like they don't be like, "Oh, I came from better circumstances, I'm gonna do better." They turn around, look at the rappers, and they want to walk around with shiesty masks, with their hands in their pockets, looking suspicious, like selling drugs. They want to do drugs. They're not on like a better wave. They're actually looking to the culture that we're trying to get away from, which is crazy to me too. So
Wow. Wow. And what is dating life like on an HBCU? Unfortunately, I attended three PWIs. I wanted to go to an HBCU, couldn't afford it, was going to go to Howard for my doctorate. They took forever to send me the application. But what is dating life like on an HBCU camp? Is it like one big orgy, or like, are they committed relationships? Like, talk to me about the dating culture on the HBCU.
it's basically one big orgy. So I want to say it's
Shut up.
10.
You better be quiet. You better be quiet.
I want to say it's 10 women to one man on my campus,
Wow,
and
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that, Queen.
mhm,
The male to
mhm.
female ratio on the HBCU campus. I didn't think of that. So you say that Carolina A&T is one brother to 10 queens.
Yes.
How do y'all navigate that? Is that a lot? Does that lead to a lot of pettiness amongst the sisters, or is it a thing where the sisters say, "Okay, it's only 1 to 10, we gonna share," or is it a thing where a lot of sisters just end up dating brothers who don't go to college?
So, I mean, it's my third year at A&T. So now I kind of just stay more in the house. When I was outside, it was more of like a sharing situation, and like as a female, you kind of just gotta like act like you're okay with it because like you don't really have a choice. So like you may like him, but there might be 10 other women or 9 other women that also want him. And men nowadays aren't, especially college men, aren't thinking out of self control. They're thinking out of pleasure and like, what do I want to do? And then everybody on A&T campus wants to look their best all the time. So you got 9 other beautiful women, and he's gonna go for at least 5 out of the 9 if you're lucky.
Lord, oh Lord, are you?
Yeah, so it's a lot of just sharing, circular rotations.
Oh man, I forgot about the male-female ratio at the HBC. Wow, so it's really tough then for the sisters. It almost sounds like, wow, that is tough. That is tough. That is real. I never looked at it like that, Queen. I never looked at it like that. Now let me ask you this. My last question, I'm gonna let you go, and you've given some very good answers. How does that impact you all, you sisters? How does outnumbering black males on the HBCU campus positively or negatively impact y'all when y'all date after college? In other words, when y'all leave college, do y'all already have your mind made up that most black men ain't nothing but dogs, or does that not really bias you? I'm assuming it has to be some kind of an effect on you when you go through that for 4 or 5 years of undergrad and now you walk into the real world. Does that play a role in the relationship struggles that we have with our sisters?
I love my black people, so I like to think that there's still, hope out there. But I would find myself having that type of mindset, like just feeling hopeless about like the future and dating in the future, because it's like women also we aren't perfect, but I feel like I see more men that really have fallen farther off of the masculinity crown because of systematic oppression and all that stuff. Like they're not to blame, but I do definitely see more men making it harder to date nowadays than the women. And then they go for women that are materialistic and superficial, which makes other women want to be like the women that are materialistic and superficial. So it's just like no one's really getting any better, just running around circles.
Oh, wow. Well said, Queen. Thanks for the input. And don't forget, I want you to go for your doctorate now. When you're done undergrad, don't be taking a whole bunch of time off. Hot
I'm
work.
not.
The worst thing you can do is let a whole bunch of years go by before you go for that doctorate. Go for it ASAP. And good luck to you out there.
Of course. Thank you. All right.
She was very well spoken, Queen. Who tapping in? We got 2 more. We're going to do 1 more king and 1 more queen. We're going to do 1 more king and 1 more queen. Who tapping in? Who tapping in with King Kong? Who tapping in with King Kong? I'm going to go to Demo. Demo, where you at, Demo? Bring brother Demo in. Demo going once. Where Demo at? Where Demo at? You tapping in, Demo? Who tapping in? HOF Cordy going once. HOF Cordy going twice. HOF Cordy going 3 times. HOF Cordy, where you at, King? Maybe it's not letting nobody in. Did we get frozen?